Hi everyone, it's Fruit Review again. I will review the movie today. Shang-Chi and Legend 10 Wheel. First of all, Shang-Chi is a new Marvel movie. Extremely hot. It's been well received around the world recently. If you haven't seen it in the theater, try it now. The coffee lasts forever. Don't waste everyone's time. Let's get started. The Legend of the 10th Wheel says that there was a man named Wen Wu owns 10 power rings. It gave him power, like a god and immortal. Rain names like this. Just a few rounds, his hand was completely blown off. Wen Wu jumped off his horse in the middle of the enemy's encirclement. Hands up, we got the soldiers. You just need a trick to get the soldiers out. Wen Wu formed an army called the 10 Lun. Through the ages they spread to all over the world, lurking in the dark, overthrowing governments. Restore the history of the new world. 996. When you have everything in your hands, Wu still feels not enough. He found out about the Great, a village that harbors many mythical creatures and ancient magic. Wen Wu and his subordinates immediately went there. But when his motorcade drove into the bamboo forest, suddenly the forest moves in unison to cover the paths. Make the car lose control, plunge down the cliff, because there are 10 rounds where he's safe. Go alone into the deep forest. I met a girl wearing a strange mask. The tears flatly drove him away. I feel humiliated by Wu. His treasured weapon raw. She made a move, but she easily dodged it. Tears stomped on the tree trunk and circled the air again. The hat towards him. She dances a song that makes the water flow. Culture also does not want to be weak. The two of you are out. He threw out 10 wheels and pulled the light towards him. But she easily brushed it off and broke his arm behind her. Dodge a shoot and throw a charge. Wen Wu still did not give up. He unleashed the most powerful trick to make 10 wheels fly to 10 light. You can't just dodge it, you can put it in a pile. Push back for literature. He was beaten up into a tree. She was then thrown into the lake. Wu started to find this girl interesting. A few years later they had 2 children, a boy named Ha Kia and a girl named Ha Linh. I often tell my son about God. She said, when you have the heart of the dragon, God will do wonders. And then I gave them 2 necklaces. They said it would help them find their way home when they got lost. He is now grown up and lives in San Francisco. Francisco with son. As usual, I got everything ready and went to work. This luxury car belongs to the people. The guy is just a parking attendant. And this girl's name is Katie. He is also son's best friend. She looked at the car, eager to drive it. Even though I tried to stop it. But in the end, let her drive around in a panic. At night, the people often go to meetings with friends. Tell a lot of interesting stories about work. Recall the memories of the first day we met. They were both very happy until their friends said they should be less young. You need to find a good job and grow up. Like the words on both sides. Every year, I often meet. The two left unhurriedly. After considering the advice, I decided to sing karaoke all night. The next day, my son came home to pick up the exam tree for work. You just sat at the dinner table. I was told I should change jobs. So, the tree went away. She didn't forget to urge them to get married. Son said you were just friends. On the bus when you two are talking. Then a guy with a mustache came and asked for my son's necklace. I didn't, so I was detained by 2 other guys. The monkey tree, because it stood out and was pushed down by him. At this point, I couldn't help but punch him. The 2 guys in the back quickly stepped in. They all have lipstick on their knees. When he pulls your shirt, lipstick wrap top cho, and the technique and wear it properly. The whole bus includes the tree when it's gone. A man immediately turned on the live stream to record it all. When I killed all 3 of them, then a big man with no arms came out. The wrist is made of metal that grows out of a flaming blade. He slashed to the ground. He hit the floor again, breaking the brake line. The driver's soul is intact. Inside, he slashed iron like mud. I borrowed this beautiful sister's laptop. immediately cut into two pieces. A driverless car driving down the road. Sun dodged the road and trampled him on the wall. Roll out front handle. He is not afraid of death and runs up to you. Cut everything around. As soon as the knife is near her, Kitty hit him in the head with a fire extinguisher. She took the driver's seat and let him run away. He chased me out the middle. The mountain was cut off by the sword. Sun thought of a plan. He flew out clinging to the car. He was attacked from the inside. Sun da loi guy out. It's just driving so I can jump on the roof. When you get to where you say when you hear your signal, turn. Then you're up against 4 of them again. Sun hit a guy fly out. Then push back the Indanner. Kick his leg and hold his hand. Get everyone out of the car first. But he also held him against the side of the car. Right now you're signaling for the exam tree. She immediately made a sharp turn. Sun, you can kick him and fly back to the front car. When the car broke off. But facing them now is the garbage truck in front of the tree. There's no way to get to the cars parked on the side of the road. He caught the girl who almost fell. It took a long way for the car to stop. The driver looked at the tree in horror. I was shocked to find that the necklace was missing. I rushed home and arranged to find my sister. The tree was still shocked and didn't he understand anything. He asked Sun to explain. I tell you the truth, they were sent by my father. I also have a sister. And now it's time to inform Cho Ling about this. Kathy quickly accepted the story and decided to go with you. Since after the tears are gone, Wen Wu is like crazy. Give air to a training mask. Every day you have to punch your hands in the blood. Standing in the middle of the winter under the blows. Meanwhile, Ha Lin's sister was placed under house arrest because the 10th Army only trains men. But she's very bright. You can train yourself in a closed room. Until one day there, when the air easily defeats my followers. Wen Wu was pleased to send you to avenge the law. After the battle, he was mortally wounded and fled to San Francisco. He changed his name and lived freely until now. He told the tree that his real name was Avalokitesva. To people to Macau. Into an underground wrestling ring. He said he was looking for his sister from the underworld. But this bodyguard said there's no one here by that name. Just got off the elevator and you're welcome. By a player. Because of the video of you beating up bandits in your car. The bus has become hot online. He thinks you're here to register. He led to people inside. There's a giant monster in the audience right now. He's fighting an uncle named Kwang. After being knocked down, he used his bare hands to create 2 circles of space. Give back the monster's punch. Knock out the body and win. When the air goes in, I saw the monster and the man disappear after a circle of fire. You're finally being pushed by life. Bring your 6-pack body to the ring. Nicknamed the Bus Brother. But did not expect your opponent is the one you're looking for. Ha Lin. You just walked into the yard and rushed to beat your brother and couldn't breathe. Several times, please. But Lin still does not let go. Even though he knocked it down. But very quickly got up and put a rock in the hazard. 2 people fell to the floor. I can't beat my sister. She punched him in the face again. Stone for a shot. At this moment, the air says, Father is looking for you, but the Holy Spirit could not calm his anger. The day my brother left, I asked my brother not to leave me behind. He promised he would come back 3 days later, but he didn't keep his word. The more you think, the more you get angry, you turn to a rock. Do aerosol metering plank blood nasal spray. You to finally calmly face each other. It turns out that the Lord is the owner of this place. She left at 56 when she realized her brother wasn't coming back. They said they stole their necklaces. It will be your turn soon. He said he didn't need his brother's protection anymore. In fact, outside the 10 Lun subordinates broke in. The atmosphere had no way to help her climb out of the scaffold. But they chased it away. So I left the tree in front and I stayed behind. The assassin hurriedly threw a rock at him. The air swayed downstairs. Both sides beat down to men and then swung a stone and dropped one. I jumped downstairs, dodged the blow and hit the stone to open the way. But they were so numerous that they attacked the air, falling down below. next to the tree when a guy spotted it. She dodged the slash and fell out of the bamboo stick, and suspended outside. The heir saw him rush too. Your hand before the bamboo breaks. But one hit you. Let go of your hands and make the tree fall. Fortunately, halfway through it, you were pulled inside. He quickly climbed up and beat his brother. She launched a flying rock, then swing down the other one. Now a spit is launched into the glass. The spirit was thrown away. While struggling was being masked by the guy, crawled down and steal the necklace. The heir immediately chased him. As soon as the mask, I was about to get in a helicopter when I caught him. The two rushed into a fight. The wind dodged his knife. He managed to steal a tree for a while. But soon he'll beat you up and throw you a kick. He grabbed the knife and rushed towards him. We finally got the guy. I remember the training. This guy is for me. As soon as he fell, he was driven out by Wen Wu. Mr. Tay welcomed them home. It's like nothing happened. To where the exam tree couldn't believe it when the whole team of Ra received. In the family meal, Wu said he had given them enough time. Free to do what you like. It is time to come back to help you. He asked the tree again when the Chinese name was. You said you were Swedish. The dance begins to flow. About a terrorist in the United States who impersonated you and founded a 10-lumpa society. While he was in love with the tares. To give up all 10 rounds of power. Let's build a happy little family with her. After his wife died, Wen Wu spent time researching the village of Dala. He often heard his wife's cry for help in his ears. Believed that the elders of the tribe divided them. That catches the tares behind the gate in the village. The heir sees you. I tried to tell my mother that she was really dead. But Wen Wu brought out 2 necklaces. When he attached it to the eye of the dragon. And suddenly it glowed and sputtered a clear stream of water. Where the waterfalls creates a bright path. In the forest that leads to the village of Daila. And that path only opens every morning. He was so excited to gather his men and prepare to depart. He declared that if he did not shed his tares, he would burn the village to the ground. The 2 brothers hurriedly spoke up and were arrested by the father. I think I need to get there first. To inform his mother's people. Now they heard a strange noise. Deep in the cell there's an open door. He came in and met a strange old man. He said he was hanging butter. We even saw a furry animal. Not present. He pretended to say it was a ghost. It's a creature that grew up in the same way. It was picked up from the forest. Trevor heard it. Moritz wants to be sent home. But you say you don't know the way. So Moritz said he could take people. He punched the wall and went in. Tell me, they can get out of here through the underground tunnel system. Give Katie the car keys. They only have 30 seconds to get out. It was immediately caught on camera. Detect them, have to motorcycles block their heads. The exam tree flickered, and they clung, and they smashed the car glass. They caught a guy flying their car. There's also a guy in the air. Pick up a sword and poke their wheels. In front of them, they threw a barbed wire. Fortunately, the crab, she drove straight to the back door, but this place needs fingerprints. I was busy with a guy in the car. He snatched his helmet and knocked him unconscious. The air is unlocked in time to get them out. I almost said goodbye. They ran to the edge of the forest while they waited for the blood to kill time. They sat and listened to Trevor talk about his dreams. The tree feels good dreaming. It's not like you haven't found anything yet. Then the exam tree starts. Follow the instructions. Drive into the forest. For a moment, the forest began to close. Butter says run fast. Then turn right and then turn left. They just do it wrong or a little slower. They will be swallowed by the forest. Turn right again. Trees at full speed. But still not in time for the forest to close. They're all wrapped up inside. Fortunately, thanks to the steering wheel, the tree was still able to launch into the. She drove the car into a waterfall. The strong current of water suddenly became suspended in the air. People come out of a whirlpool. Outside in the sky are the firebirds, nine-tailed moose and other strange mythical animals. Finally everyone ran to a very beautiful village. The people who are all holding sticks look very friendly. When you enter the world, you are the child of God. He was sent back by this man. Later a woman stopped him. She said she was an ant. Then smiled gently and hugged BA people. Morris ran to her with joy. My father told me he was coming here to open the door of darkness. You think the tears are locked in there? For the afterlife guards together. So they were given the magic of the Great Guard. The weapons here are forged from dragon scales. Just one slash broke a large wooden body. Aunt Lamb said there were a lot of people. I wanted to open the gates of darkness. The common point is that they all have 10 wheels, led by a strange voice. She thought it was the spirit at the door. No 10 wheel enough, they were strong enough to free themselves, so they mesmerized their minds. Then, she said her sister asked me to prepare something for you. That's the red and silver armor. Aunt Lamb looked down at the Holy Spirit, watch the training, give her a new weapon. It says that everyone here can practice equally. She went into the bamboo forest and swung the rope and cut the poles. Besides, the exam tree also persisted in archery. I went to Aunt Nam. I want to teach my mother martial arts. Because she was the only one who fought him. He rushed in to fight hard, but Aunt Lamb used only one hand to catch him and pushed the air out. He stormed back in anger and was beaten up again. Aunt Lamb came to fix my hand and dance with the wind. Immediately the upper atmosphere learned well, you can be Aunt Lamb. She felt less happy, so she mobilized the wind, flying bamboo leaves jubilantly. When I came closer, I was thrown to the ground. Aunt Lamb, speaking in the air includes good and bad things. You learn to face it. I saw the smile again and said to me. He ordered everyone to leave at dawn. Because of Aunt Lamb's words. I remember my mother telling me to look at my heart. Where there's darkness and light. You have to face both to understand yourself. That day, when the enemy came to collect blood debt with Wen Wu, you weren't home. So, the tears came out while they were losing their power. He and his sister went into the room. I saw them coming in more and more. When my father came back, he saw the bodies piled up. My wife took her last breath. He comforted his sister and came to find him. Wen Wu was very sorry for laughing Ten Lun Cow. He decided to bring it in again. Lead your hand to the enemy. I itself, he saw his father kill each one of them. In their organization. The owner cannot be found. So, when he was 14 years old, you were sent to finish off the oligarch. Solving the old debt. The heir says. With the exam tree deep in my heart always thinking, it was you who killed my mother. And this time I'm going to kill him for revenge. Early the next morning everyone was wearing war whistles, armor for the beast. The dog also wants to fight, but you don't give because you're not ready. Everyone pulled out quickly to pick up Wen Wu's convoy. Aunt Lamb said you're being deceived by evil spirits. But of course Wu doesn't believe it. He blamed the villagers for driving the lights away. He sent soldiers into battle. They shot out the wires at the same time. The people, he was tied up to die immediately. Both sides rushed into battle. The first to air brothers killed 10 people. A fool who dared to poke at the animal that had been kicked. Aunt Lamb tried to stop Wen Wu, but was stopped by the mask. Here the heir saw me walking towards the door. So I chased him. But I just knocked out 2 guys and I had to face the guy with the missing arm. He's coming towards you. Take down Lin in time to support the upper heir to chase Theo Wen Wu. I saw my father burning incense for my mother. He despises the heir. But he said he wouldn't be afraid this time, so he was beaten up. The heir is coming. Wen Wu raised the support ring to the heir and he lay on the ground. Wu said he was a coward and watched his mother die. Then leave. The heir is still beating from behind. But Wu can still avoid it. He took the chief stick, he flew away. And then throw the rings up into the air. He beat it all back, then rushed to use the stick to back Wen Wu. He said he chose the rings. Instead of choosing your children. And knocked down Wen Wu. She said even though she was alive. I'll never forgive him. Writing seems to lose all sense. The mind threw a fiery punch into the boy's stomach. Then there was another judge, causing the heir to fall into the deep lake. Then he heard his wife's cry for help. He rushed to the gate of darkness, constantly pounding against it. Dragon scales shake, the bat singularly follow the gap, fly out. Aunt Lam discovered that the gate had been breached and asked the two sides to work, but Wen Wu's subordinates zero-G. Right now, a bat that rushed to dry its soul with the dart of the mask, and then they attack the hand. Normal weapons don't work on them. Not until Aunt Lam can kill him with a stick. The Ten Lun army was afraid to agree to cooperate with everyone. The tree could not bear to carry the bow to the battle. More and more dark creatures are flying out. But the air beneath the lake in its infatuation. I remembered my mother's words. She said, "You have the heart of the dragon. Make everything you teach your parents your own." He opened his eyes and saw something below. A dragon's head appeared. It's the legendary Great Guard. It carried me up into the sky, devouring the fallen demons. The villagers also rushed in. The animals also grab them and bite them. Andy Lam told her to stop her father. He rides a flying dragon and plunges down from above to feed his father. The Lord advised you to wake up. But Vu still didn't listen. So I showed you my mother's old trick. Two people rushed into the fight. He threw around, he dodged, but then ate a punch. But here the guards are being followed by the fallen. The devil helped him get out. While more it's anxiously goes to Trevor. I found out he was just pretending to be dead. So it was too. The wind has repulsed my father. He's using force to attack you. The upper air takes, it's all in the air, turning it into red rings. I remember my mother teaching me to blow and successfully control the rings. So they're both temporarily on equal terms. I threw him up the cliff. Again, down in the air. But Wen Wu still managed to throw you away. He punched the rings out of nowhere. And then put your hands up and control them to hit the chest. I thought Wen Wu unleashed a fatal blow. The one who fell was him. The air has successfully controlled people before the round out. I put it together as a pile. But then he threw it all on the ground. I advise you to go back to your two brothers. But Wen Wu still heard his wife's call. The door rocked from the inside out, a giant monster. He killed me and rushed towards my father. Wen Wu brought the ring to save his son from there. And then he's attracted to it, to his soul. He gave 10 lun to his son and died. The air is facing the evil spirit. Then he rode the Great Guard and crashed it against the cliff. He was seriously injured and fled towards the village. The mountain collapses, blocking the gate of darkness. Then climb on top of the Great Guard and chase him. Flying dragon is Da. Under the water, it's a giant water arrow. Kill the evil spirit as soon as they are about to attack the villagers. And then fly up and wrap it up with your body. The evil soul is about to lose, and its right hand brings the soul. It swallows in and gets stronger. Free from the bonds of the dragon. The captain of the gods was caught by him, and the two spirits were thrown out of the dragon. I can keep it, but my sister is held by evil spirits. My brother told me to let go. But he didn't want to leave his sister again. When the evil spirit sucked the dragon spirit of the Great Guard, it will grow and nothing will destroy it. At this point, he had the courage to shoot. The arrow pierced through the evil spirit's neck. It hurts to let go of the dragon raw. The guard rushed into the water. Use water to form an arrow and hit it. Now the air is flying through the left soul. He threw down the rope and the dragon helped hold his head. I threw 10 lashes in his throat. And then controlled them to dance in the evil spirit box. Last million, when they returned, the hand caused its body to explode to pieces. The guardian angel flew to pick him up and looked at the dead bodies everywhere. He hugged the tree when he was lucky to survive. That night, there was a memorial service for those who had fallen. Drop the lights on the lake to pray. Father and sister also let out the lights for their mother and father. The guardian got soared from the water and flew everywhere. After returning to San Francisco, you're both telling this story to two friends. And of course they think you're paranoid. Suddenly a bright circle appeared behind her. The shaman one came to find the air and the exam tree. Tell them to follow me. They both left in front of the entire bar. In the post-movie scene, the professor put together a slideshow of two superheroes, Banner and Carol. They studied about 10. He thinks it's older than 1,000 years ago. From now on the lives of the people. They'll change and there's no turning. Then BA is very suitable to go karaoke. The movie is over. Thank you very much for supporting Fruit Review. The channel can grow as it is today. If you see or give yourself a like, along with a feel-good review of this movie. Especially, subscribe to the channel to watch his latest movie recaps. See you, dear friends.